So please welcome Mr. Bukhari.
Assalamu alaikum, subah al khair, and a very, very good morning to all of you. Less number, but I always believe in quality. So I'm sure we will have a quality discussion. Don't consider this as a lecture. I'm not here to lecture you, because thinking about a lecture, that somebody has to keep speaking and some people have to keep listening. So it's not a lecture. We are going to talk. We'll talk in general. We'll talk not only about business, about entrepreneurship, we'll talk about life in general. And whatever you are seeing over here on the monitor, don't get so much impressed by that, okay? A lot of people can write a lot of things. Yeah, that is true. I wouldn't deny anything is written over here hasn't happened, but the most important thing in life is to live life. And how you live life is the most important thing about your own self. You are not born by your own will. You don't go away from this world by your own will. But the time period in between, from the birth till you are gone, is in your hands. So boys and girls, thank you very much for being over here. I will not speak much. I will speak in 3 parts. And first part will be about me. I am 55 years of age. By any standards, worldly standards, people consider that, okay, that's starting getting old. But trust me, I don't feel old at all. I still feel young, and I am young. So I never believe in this kind of a philosophy that age makes a person young or old, because whosoever you are, it's all about in your mind. It's all about how you think. And that makes you old or young. You can be a 20-year-old and you can be a 55-year young as well. So that's first part. Second part is I come from India originally. I am a proud Indian. I had my education in India, my schooling, my graduation, and then my post-graduation back in 1982. Maybe that's the time your fathers were also working at that time. So I did my master's in business administration in those days in India, where most of the Indian cities were not even knowing about business administration. And I had done it, and I feel good about it. I'll go a little in detail. I have always been a very, very average student in my school and also in my graduation, because my interest in those studies were not much. So my grades were always very low, but I always passed. I never failed in any of the classes. First term, I would get a C or C plus or C minus also. Second term would also be like that. But in the final term of my school, of my class in those years, I used to always get A or A minus or A plus. And aggregate would come to around B. And it went on like that. Then I came into college. I did Bachelor of Science, BSc. Again, my grades and everything was very low. And until that time, boys and girls, I didn't know what to do with my life. And a friend of mine came and he told me, what are you planning? I said, I'll do MSc or I'll do something else. And then he said, let's do MBA. And trust me, I didn't know what was MBA. When I found out, then I appeared in the entrance examinations in 3 different cities in India. And I got selected in all the places. Then I chose one and I did my master's in business administration. And then I found out that my hard work and my labor which I was putting up, my efforts which I was putting up in sciences, the efforts which I was putting up in school, the number of hours, and still not getting the grades, I was putting 25% only the efforts and time in doing my MBA, and I stood second in the university. The point over here is what interests you, you will have to enjoy doing that. And trust me, doing a management degree of post-graduation, I enjoyed it to the core. And that's how I excelled in that. So, first thing which I just told you the details about is you should do what you enjoy. You all, I believe, are the undergrad students of business management. Find out from yourself, ask the question yourself, are you really liking it? Are you really enjoying studying this? If yes, then any one of you or all of you are definitely going to excel in your life. Whether you're going to work in the managerial positions or you are going to do your own businesses or become an entrepreneur. So the first most important thing is the interest and to know your own self. I did not have any goals in my life that I would become this or I would become that. I always thought life itself is a goal and keep living it. And the shorter term goals, you will keep forming it. So don't come under any kind of a pressure because I don't have a goal, so my life is going as a waste. At least I never did that. I only lived the life the way it has been taking to me all this period of time. To come down to another point, I wanted to work in India. The city from where I did my master's, I started applying to become a salesman, to become a sales representative, marketing representative or anything. And trust me, boys and girls, for about a year, I kept applying to places and got interviewed for more than 50 companies and nobody selected me in that city. But I never left the confidence, I never lost it. I said, still, I'll keep going. But I didn't want to go out of India. And then something happened. Somebody came from Qatar and somebody else forced me to go and see him. I went to see him and I said, I don't want to go. And that gentleman literally insisted. He kept pursuing me that you must come to Qatar and if you don't like it, I will give you the return ticket and you can go back to India. Why? 3 days I kept refusing. And last day when I came to my home in Bombay, at that time I was there, I was working there, staying there, I thought this kind of a signal is not coming from anywhere else, but it's coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I felt so. And I immediately called back that gentleman and I said, okay, I'm coming. And rest is history. That was 1987 and we are in 2019. So my destiny and my walking and my everything and all, you can call it my successes, was written in this piece of land of 11,000 kilometers to become whatever I have become. So the point over here I wanted to mention is always have that kind of the connectivity with Allah from your inner soul. That will keep guiding you as a guiding force what to do and when to do and what not to do. I believe we all are Muslims sitting over here. We pray 5 times a day. We do all the fard which we have to do. But other than that, the most important thing I believe is to have the connectivity right from your inner soul, right from your conscience, right from your telepathy or whatever you may call it, you should have it. Then you will not be needing any kind of a guidance from anybody. You will not be needing any kind of a support from anybody. That particular thing will be your guiding force. And who else can be better than you to guide you? You can say parents, you can say brothers and sisters, friends, but better than that, that is God the Almighty and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's another thing I always believed in from that time, and I still go ahead on that. I wanted to share it with you. Now I'll come down to you about yourself. You will be thinking about your aims, your ambitions, your goals, your way of life, your comparison with others, your confidence, your connectivity, your focuses, and your priorities. Consolidate all that. Try to know your own self, your own personality, your own priorities. You have to think about yourself. You will be having all kind of pressures. You will be having all kind of things imposed on you. Maybe from parents, maybe from family, maybe from the peer pressure as we call it. Do not bow down to any kind of pressure because it is your life. Think about yourself, how you can develop yourself, how you can build yourself, and how you can keep improving yourself in terms of knowledge, in terms of personality, in terms of languages, and gaining and seeking as much knowledge as possible, not necessary because you are a management graduate student at the moment, so know about that only. Know each and everything possible that will make you. And for God's sake, in today's materialistic world, people connect education or any kind of a degree or any kind of a knowledge directly to money making. Do not do that. Seek knowledge, improve yourself, make yourself a better and better knowledgeable person, not just for the sake of money, to make more money. It can be one of the things, but not the only thing. When you become somebody, when you know a lot, when you know others a lot, you know humanity a lot, you know other angles of human being a lot, and excel in those things, boys and girls, trust me, money and materialistic things will follow you. You will not have to follow them. I've seen in life, if you run after materialistic things without having your inner excellences, what is required, these materialistic things which you can buy with money always goes far and far and far, and you'll keep running after that. So don't do that. I follow this principle and I follow this way of life, and I wanted to share it with you. Education. I believe you know the difference between two things: being literate and being educated. I would like to ask, any one of you would like to say about it, what's the difference in being literate and being educated? Can anyone say about it? Girls?
Being literate is having the ability to read and write. Being educated is using these abilities.
Very good. Very good. You will find a lot of people with degrees of graduation or post-graduation or whatever, and they are almost just literate. Being educated is how you have not only learned it, it's not about having the grades and the marks, it's how you have absorbed within yourself, how you have able to make changes within yourself in terms of improvements, and at the same time to be able to apply in your life and life in general, and start seeing the results coming as better and positive results. By improvising yourself and improving your wisdom, your maturity, to be a better human being. That teaches you life skills. Academics is only one part of your personality, what you read in your business administration, be it Aberdeen University or Harvard or Oxford or Carnegie Mellon or anybody. But ultimately, I would come down to this point, it is your own personality and personality traits which will make you either successful or less successful or not successful. Just the academics will not lead you to those places or those levels in life which you are aiming for. So concentrate on learning and improvising on the life skills, and that is it. Management is nothing. We talk about, we used to call it personnel management, which is HR, human resources now. I had studied everything in my post-graduation at that time, right from marketing management, production management, personnel management, and finance management. I chose marketing as my subject as specialization because, and I also, I'm sorry, maybe your industry is following or not following that way, I disagree with that kind of way the education system or the world is going on, where it has been segregated into several different areas of specialization and you go only for that thing. In accounting also, I think there are few areas, or in marketing also somebody is doing only advertising, somebody is doing only here, or same as production or personnel and all that. I believe the overall basic knowledge, especially in the arena and area of management, is a must. Because if I don't know anything about financing and I'm working in a company and Mr. Abrar is the finance manager over there, how I am going to understand his language and to integrate with him to be able to produce better results. So the knowledge of the other subjects are equally important, not to full extent, but at least the basic preambles of it should be known. That's what I believe in. I would say any management of any kind, be a commercial or it is a non-commercial organization. We have management at home as well. We have management in charitable organizations, we have management in schools and colleges, we have management in businesses, we have management in commercial enterprises or XYZ. Just understand one thing, the word management, divided into three parts. Manage, first part. Men, M-E-N, by men I mean to say mankind. Second part, and T as the last alphabet in the third part. And T stands for, I'll tell you, manage men tactfully. That is it. For management of anything, we have to deal with human beings. So the knowledge of human beings, human psychology, how to deal with people in a tactful manner to get things done, that is all about management. So manage men, T, and T stands for tactfully. And try to think, try to apply it on yourself, which you may be doing in your minds now. Yes, there's nothing else. Then if you are doing marketing, then there are, Philip Kotler has so many quotes, and then you are doing finance management, there are so many quotes, and fine. But ultimately it is you which matters, ultimately it is you who handles. So that's it. I wouldn't go much into as a lecturer. Another important thing I wanted to emphasize over here. In everybody's life, when we We come across in a day-to-day life, lots of things we like, and there are many lot things we don't like. So it is not happening the way we want things to go. And it leads to what? It leads to negativities. It leads to some kind of depression sometimes, if it is more serious. It leads to your mind being occupied in those negativities or those things, any kind of experiences every day you are having. Boys and girls, everybody goes through it. I go through it also now. You will have to form a habit of self-motivating yourself every morning. Do not depend on others. Others would include even your family members, even your friends, even your whosoever. You have to adopt and start doing this practice on a day-to-day basis to declutter your mind with all those kind of things which are occupying your mind and having a space over there and will keep nagging you not only for a day or a week or 10 days and all. Keep decluttering. Start training your minds. You can train your mind. There are ways, there are exercises, there are practices where you can train your own mind. And when you are able to do that successfully a couple of times, you will start seeing the difference in yourself, in your personalities, and in your approaches to whatever you are doing. So give the space in your mind to only those things which are good for you, which you feel good about, and the negativities, the depressing things have to be left. It doesn't go by itself. Self-motivation is the most important thing to be in your daily routine. So learn how to be happy. How to be happy every day. This is very important. Management and management practices and all really it becomes a smaller subject. When you learn this, how to be happy, how to make your own self happy, you would be a great achiever. Not only for yourself, you will be able to give the happiness to others as well. Because a happy person can only give the happiness. A person who is frustrated or having negativities in mind or other negative things in the mind will not be able to make his parents happy or his husband or wife happy or even friends or whatever. So another goal is keep yourself happy. There's another word which I keep hearing a lot from people of different walks of life, different nationalities or ages. That okay, Mr. Bukhari, now you are a settled person and youngsters are always in a struggling period and all that. I have a different take on that. In a person's life, every period is a struggling period and every period is a settled period. Probably you guys are teenagers or in 20s or whatever are your age. In few ways, you are settled. In few other aspects, you are strugglers. And trust me, same is my case. I am still in the struggling period because what is struggling? When you're trying to do something and you still haven't achieved it. That is struggling. I still have some more dreams to do, to go after. I still have few projects which I am unable to get done so far, so I am a struggler. And few other things, I am a settled person. So it's a process. It goes on for lifelong. So do not consider that until the age of 20 or 25 or 30 is a struggling period and after that will become a settled period. So that's one thing I thought I'll share it with you. And whatever you want to achieve in life, the goal you set for yourself. And you keep working towards it. It's okay. Your graduation is going on. I will be happy, I'll feel the sense of achievement once I get that degree. Do not make your happiness conditional. Once the degree is there, I'll be happy. Once I get a job of such kind, I'll be happy. Once I get married to such and such type of person, I'll be happy. Happiness has to be a habit. The reason, I tell you why. When you achieve that particular goal, that particular target, you feel happy. But that time period or that period of happiness is so short because you become used to it. Maybe in a day, in a week, in few weeks and all that, you will be celebrating and happy and immediately forming another set of goals, another targets, and you will be working for that. So in life, most of the time period you will be putting up is in the journeys, not on goals. So whatever you are trying, be happy about it and keep enjoying that journey. That's what is one of the another important thing. That journey is at times more important. Whether you achieve or you don't achieve is a separate thing. But the journey is important. And enjoy the journey. This is another aspect I always try to do. So one more thing in this, I would like to, one word everybody knows, everybody probably thinks or define it in the same way. And what is success? Can somebody answer me? How do you define success?
Being successful in things that you want to accomplish, you want to achieve, to pursue your dreams, to achieve your dreams.
From the girls? Be open, it's okay, yeah, come on, relax.
Successful is the openness and the achievement you put in life towards achieving. Like, for example, you having graduating, that's your success. Then getting your job, that's a success too, because not everyone is blessed or thankful to have this kind of success in their lives. Maintaining your family is also considered as blessing and true success to yourself. That I'm blessed and I have everything around me.
Get me water, something, water. Anybody else want to add something here?
Success in general as a concept, it's very subjective. But me personally, I think it's being satisfied with what you have in your life and aiming to make it better and better. Because success isn't just a destination, it's more of a process. It's setting small goals and achieving those goals. Overall, that entire journey, that's what I see as success.
Good. I really like it. Three of you, what you said, and I'm impressed about it. Now, can I ask one more question on that? What is the exact opposite of success? Failure. Denial. You want to say something? From our friends on that side? Yeah, I would like your contribution too. Okay.
It's, again, it relates to what I said. It's not having that spark that keeps you going.
Okay. Thank you. Just excuse me. For me, the definition of success is just one: to be able to do what you want to do. And if you have done it, you are successful, period. It can be anything. It came to mind yesterday after a few days before Mr. Abrar said, you have to come over here, and I told him, see, I'm not a lecturer, I'm not a speaker or anything, and all. He said, no, you should come and speak and all that. I said, I'm a nobody. Honestly, if I consider myself, I don't consider myself anybody, and I was, trust me, guys, boys and girls, I have been talking in many places and all over the world, even in Qatar, on different subjects and all, but coming to a university and speak, I was nervous. I said, I don't know, I have never spoken in a university, okay? I was really nervous, and I had to make preparation, but every preparation failed when I came over here. And I said, let me speak from my heart. So I'm being very honest to you, okay? And I'm still able to do it, I'm successful. I'm not saying whether I'm good or bad, I'm not talking about that. I'm able to do it, I'm successful, that's it. So success is nothing. Success is, the word has been made world over very big way and all that, but just to be able to do, I want to drink water, I drank water, I am successful. Now coming down to the point of what is the exact opposite of success. It is not failure. It is not failure. Not at all. Failure is just success turned inside out. I'm not quoting somebody's quote, I'm just saying in a normal way. Every failure will make you learn to move towards success. You are only marching forward. So many number of failures will only make you learn new ways to adopt to get that success. So any kind of a failure till, as I think one of you said, or you are in the mode of denial, or the lady said, and you also said, till you are trying, you are making an efforts, okay? It is not the exact opposite of success. The exact opposite of success is exiting. EXITING. That means you stop making an effort towards achieving because you had failed before, and then you stop making an effort. That is exiting. So exiting is the opposite of success. Then you are making sure that you will not get success. Till you are making an effort, till you are trying, a day will come when you will get it. So never ever give up. Life is to enjoy. Enjoy all those efforts. It's not a very difficult thing. Because who are you? You are not how you look or how you dress. It is all how you think. What's in you. That's what you are. And this can be improvised, this can be developed, you can become what you want to become but you have to think that way first of all. Because the points or my narrations or any of those things is, I've not read it in the books or last few days when Mr. Abrar told me, so I said, let me take some quotes from here and there, which I could have done, and give a lecture to undergrad management students and all, but that's not the point. Let's talk about making yourself in a bigger way, and then the management and businesses and entrepreneurship and all that will come automatically and will fall in. You guys agree with me? Or you don't? Say yes or no? Okay. And third part now, I'll come down to Qatar. Not because you guys are sitting over here. That's my basic feeling. I love Qatar. from all its aspects. I love this small country of 11,000 square kilometers. I really feel proud to be in this part of the world. And there are reasons for that, okay? Just because I'm staying over here, I'm living over here, and I got everything in life from this country. Of course, it is mainly Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who gives all kind of successes and all kind of blessings, but the Zariya, being instrumental, that's been Qatar. And why? Because one second. I see one of the best humanity in this part of land, in the world. I have traveled more than 75 to 80 countries so far, and so many of them I have traveled many a times repeatedly. And I could conclude that the best examples of humanity, trust me guys, you will find in your own country. And I'm sure whether you are a resident or you are a local Qatari, you got to be proud about this particular nation, small nation. And with seasoned growth of economy, fame, a balance between beliefs and modernism, having a standing in international society, be it political or cultural, or without losing its own identity and sovereignty, and always take a stand for righteousness. Being a Muslim, I of course read Quran, and I also follow it to whatever extent possible. But at the same time, I believe in few words, and probably I think all of you are Arabs and know Arabic and all that. Apart from the 5 fard which has been given to us, everybody has to follow that. The entire our religion through Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has been, in my point of view, and I think you will understand those words, has been confined in 2 things, okay? Husn akhlaq and huquq al-ibad. And the entire humanity has been consolidated in these 2 things. Apply it on yourself. Apply it in whatever way you can, and you'll see all kind of successes and all kind of targets you will be achieving. Because you are Qatari. I would say it now. You have to become Qatar. Being a Qatari is different, and becoming Qatar is different, because what Qatar is doing. 2017, what had happened, everybody knows that. And June 2017, Qatar fought for himself, fought for the righteousness, fought for sovereignty, but without using any abusive language, maintaining their integrity, maintaining their calm and poise, without getting very reactive, despite others who have been doing it using all kind of abusive language and gimmicks and gossips and negativities and all. Qatar and its regime had not done it. Still maintaining their relationships with the other countries. That's what are the teachings of Islam as well. And Qatar has followed that, and still you can see it is having its own standing in a much stronger way. Again, with monies, economically, politically, humanity-wise, and still on the path of growth. So, this is the best example for you. Become Qatar as an individual. Start calling yourself, I am Qatar. This is the example I have to follow. Prosperity is another thing which this country provides, and of course that would be a big formality, but still I have to say the leadership over here, His Highness the Amir Sheikh Tamim, or even the previous Amir, I have interacted even, or even before that, their grandfather, few of the things I have seen have been followed the same way, and that is all these segments of humanity are being maintained in the same way. So maybe few of the people would be thinking that there is some kind of a recession, some kind of a depression at the moment in the market. There is a lull. Yes, I agree to it. But this lull is for many better projects, prospects, and growth of economy which is coming up, because my involvement have been there in few things over here in a big way. And trust me that it is going to be in a different direction in a much bigger way. For example, as a blessing in disguise, we did not have much of industrialization in Qatar. That became as a blessing of June 2017, right from the regime to a very ordinary person like me, realized that why were we not self-dependent and self-reliant? And the move began from there. And boys and girls, it has started to happen. Couple of years more, you will see that Qatar will be a totally self-reliant company. Okay, the concentration is on the basic food products and other products which has already started. And so many other, by QP, there's a big project coming up called the Tauteen, in which you can go in for a lot of manufacturing of those kind of products which Qatar Petroleum and its subsidiaries are using. Free zone authorities are coming up. There are 2 islands, separate islands under development as construction projects, and many other in the oil and gas sector. So the direction slightly has been changed. The targets have been completely moved in a different direction, but the growth is consistent, and I can see it is coming up. So be optimistic, be happy, and be confident that the place we are living in, we are blessed. You are blessed being born over here. And rest of us also are very much blessed that we are staying over here. And this is one thing about Qatar, I mean, I wanted to mention to you. Of course, FIFA, everybody knows that. Which Middle Eastern country has ever won this kind of a hosting of a FIFA, for which Qatar is also facing a lot of jealousy and a lot of other things also, but still standing straight and with confidence. Is it not the thing to learn from as a country and adopt on ourselves? Things will keep coming. It's not it will stop now. The whole life. There would be people who would be jealous of you. There would be countries who will be jealous of you. They will keep creating problems to you. You should know how to still keep standing. That's one of the example you can apply on management. In companies, when you are doing businesses, problems will keep coming. Nothing goes smooth. But never give up on that. There are always ways. But never ever react with sentiments and emotions. But keep sentiments, because having sentiments in yourself, that makes you a complete human being, because without sentiments you are not human. But should know the use and extent of your emotions and sentiments, how much and where to use and not to use. Very important, and applied on business as well. The compassion in business, I always believe in, has to be there. With your own people, with your own clients, with your own staff, or with your own colleagues. So I wouldn't go now much. I will just say, I mean, one which 3 words I heard from somebody, and that is learn to develop yourself, earn to grow yourself, and return once you do that back to the society, to the mankind, whatever you can. And you know, change is the law of nature. So keep changing for betterment. Always be ready to accept changes. Because failure is not fatal, but failure to change might be fatal. And success is also of any kind, not forever. And failure is also not forever. So boys and girls, thank you very much. I am hereby done. Hope you were not bored and hope you got little bit or even fully connected with me. Anybody has to ask anything, feel free. So it was not a lecture. I just wanted to be with you, and it is my honor to be with you guys. Really, I'm feeling good myself to be here.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much, Mr. Bukhari. So basically, the essence of the talk is that never give up. Okay, life is a continuous struggle. Enjoy your life.
Lady, can you stay back for a minute, please?
And learn, earn, and return. Okay, lots of opportunities coming up. So think, and of course, for a very basically a bit of philosophical ideas, basically the crux of life. And again, we can apply all these in our businesses, but the lesson is that never get deterred, never give up. Okay, of course, always there will be problems, always there will be times when we might not achieve our targets. But thanks a lot. Let's give him a big applause. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Saleh, how are you? Good to see you.